Live from Dodger Stadium, we're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the about to get started here. Today's starting pitcher, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Ohtani, long run on his horse. Can't get there this one. Lance foul.
Why am I the Cardinals? Why not? Why not?
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan.
Well, Boog, the story's been told that Yamamoto's bag of tricks is an actual bag that he carries around. Inside the bag, he keeps a yoga mat, wooden blocks, tiny soccer balls, and mini javelins. He uses all of that just for his warm-up routine. Yamamoto's warm-up includes doing headstands and walking on his palms. He uses blocks to work on body positioning, hurls mini soccer balls into a wall to warm up his arm, and then heads to the field to throw mini javelins. I don't think anyone else is stealing his pregame routine anytime soon.
The pitch. That missed by a lot.
1 strike.
And now 3-1. That's in there.
3-2.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Good plate appearance there.
Take your bait.
Able to take the walk. 1 gone, runner at first. Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. Inside.
Ball. That's inside.
Ball 1. Donovan, the base runner at first with 1 out.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
2
and
balls,
that
1
skips
strike.
in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
And there's the ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And that one is lifted in the air. Ohtani snags it for the 2nd out. Here comes Wilson Contreras. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And there's a base hit to left. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
He was all over that one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And another ball.
No strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The next offering misses. And that's ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
What do you got?
Checks his swing. Appeal to third. Didn't go.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Now this is a rocket to left. And that's the 3rd out. back here at Chavez Ravine. And on the hill, Eric Betty. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, his main pitch is that cutter, and he will use it to jam guys, especially opposite-handed matchups.
Ball
and then,
one.
Same-handed matchups, just trying to miss the barrel of the bat. He's just got to make sure that he doesn't start it over the heart of the plate, because then it can go right into the sweet spot of the bat. When it's right, it's got late horizontal movement, so he still has to mix in his other offerings. He can't just rely on that cutter, otherwise hitters will start diving at it.
There's a strike to Mookie.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
And that's
Ball
in the
two.
dirt.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Turns and fires to Betts. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And the sweeper is off the plate. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Man, that feels so good when you can win a battle like that. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on.
And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Freddie Freeman up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. That one
2 balls,
missed.
no strike.
Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first.
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Fought off foul. Pitch gets away. Nothing happening on the bases, though. That's inside.
2
You need a
strikes.
strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get...
Swing and a miss struck him out, and that is a big first out. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Golden opportunity right here. That misses, and that's ball 1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And he takes one right on the black. And the count 1-1. To third, Arenado. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe as they jump ahead, a run scores. So bases loaded with 1 away. And now it's going to be Max Muncy. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Just off the outside edge. And it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
That one the other way. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
A perfect result for the defense. A line drive out that doesn't score a run, and it takes away the opportunity for that sacrifice fly. You can't ask for much more. That's the outcome they wanted.
That one down the line. Over to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Nolan Gorman. Yamamoto back to work.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. A solo shot.
That's a deep shot.
2-1.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything.
That's a deep shot.
Direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And the batter now, Pedro Pajes.
Counts 1-0.
Check swing, no appeal.
Moto, he won 3 straight Sawamura Awards, the Japanese equivalent of the Cy Young Award, and the last 3 Pacific League Most Valuable Player Awards, which was the first MVP three-peat since Ichiro Suzuki.
He's got it, and there's one down. At the plate, Victor Scott. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. Ball 1 there. Scott goes 5 feet 11 inches, hitting 9th in today's lineup, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022. That one misses, and it's 2-0. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the 2nd. That misses the zone.
2 strikes.
Counts full, 3-2. On the ground to the left. Out.
He's out.
Number 2. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Mason Wynn.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one misses, and it's 1-0. And there's a ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Makes the grab, and that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the rookie DH, Ha-Seong Kim. Yeah, that's fouled off. And that one fouled off. down on strikes. And one out now. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Now it's the shortstop, Mookie Betts. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. That one felt good, and they boost their lead. It's 3-1.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
So one out, nobody on. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. Pitch misses there. 1-0. Just missed.
Just out.
Fetty maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit.
I got 3-0.
And they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Swings through that one for strike one. Well, he's been good for the most part.
1 strike.
Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up. His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Runner on at first with one gone. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that is out of play. Ohtani stands at first with one out. And ball one. That one finds the zone, and that's strike two. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Next pitch is outside. Man at first, one away. And ball four, two aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
That one fouled off. 2 on, 1 out.
Nope.
And that's in the dirt. 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
On the inside corner for a strike.
3-2.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And that'll load the bases.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy.
Wow,
with the
bro, I'm getting robbed, bro. These are perfect pitches.
The batter now will be Will Smith.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Swing and a ground ball, and it's just foul. That was close. And he lays down a bunt. They get one. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. But one run.
This guy's bunting like a weirdo.
Before the inning ends. Top half of the third inning, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. And that one upstairs, ball one. Ohtani on the move towards the line. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
This guy is Ohtani in the outfield, bro. How is that even legal?
He's 0 for 1.
How is that legal?
And first offering is fouled off. And that one is inside.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Throws to first, and there's 2 away. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Check swing, and that's a ball.
Counts 1-0.
2 outs, base is empty. And another ball.
No strike.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
2 outs.
3 balls, 1 strike.
They say you win.
3-2.
Contreras tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one carrying. Gone!
Wow, that's a moonshot.
They throw a pair on the board. It's 4-3.
High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to. But he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
2 outs. Nobody on. So now it's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 1 so far. In the air, left field. Hernandez makes the catch, inning over. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and now it's Max Muncy. And a foul ball. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he had Steven Matz into the game.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
1-1.
And that's outside.
That's off the plate. Ball 2.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
There's the strike. 95 of that
Counts
one.
full.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Andy Pajes.
That one's in there. Going 1. 1 out, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. And the 0-2. just
that's
missed.
out.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that
2-2
skips in the dirt. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that's
3-2.
outside.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Ground ball left
Foul ball.
side, and foul ball. On the ground to third. Arenado to
He's
first
out.
in time. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out. 2 down, base is empty. Tommy Edman at the plate. Pitch
Inside,
misses
ball
inside, and that's ball 1. And another
Inside,
ball.
ball 2.
This to third. Zips it across.
He's out.
3 up, 3 down, inning over. As we go to the top of the 4th, and now the DH, Nolan Gorman.
Nolan Gorman.
First
Ball.
pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
You know, these Cardinals doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more
Ball, that's
challenging
out.
on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boo. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty
Ball
special
3.
stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Late on that fastball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled off. He was late. Muncy makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down. Digging in, Pedro Pajes.
Pedro Pajes.
And the
Counts
first pitch
1-0.
misses for ball 1. The Cards trailing by a run. Top half of inning number 4. Fought off foul. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Victor Scott
Now
next up for the Cardinals.
center fielder, Victor
Grounded out
Scott
his
was second.
first time. Puts a bunt down. Freeman. And they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, and now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Hesung Kim. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Pitch
Ball
misses, and that's ball 2.
Now pitching for
Now a
St.
right-handed arm out of the bullpen,
Number
Kyle
62.
Leahy.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Nope.
That one ripped. And foul ball. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. One out, runner at second. And now Shohei Ohtani. Little chopper rolls foul. One out, and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Check swing, no appeal. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming
2
next.
strikes.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. That's off the mark. Full count now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Now batting first.
Here comes the 2024 World Series MVP to the plate. Freddie Freeman was good all postseason, but man, the World Series was something else.
Yeah, probably the easiest MVP choice of any World Series, which is especially impressive with the amount of superstars on the Dodgers. Freeman tied a World Series record with 12 RBIs, and we'll never forget that walk-off grand slam in Game 1.
Runner takes off for third. There's a
that's
ball.
low.
No throw. Save at third. It's a stolen base. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Line drive. Win. Whips it across. And Freeman is retired. That's the inning. Back here in L.A. And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Grounds one to short. Bats up with it. Jump throw. And very nicely done for the out. And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Donovan, a former Gold Glove winner, 28 years old. And he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Pitch misses, and the count 1-2. And ring him off, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. 0 for 2 in this one. Edmonds slings to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at Chavez Ravine, here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez. Now pitching for
New pitcher for the Cardinals, Phil Maton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is. You know, these Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Will Smith to the plate. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
No fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
No
0-2.
balls, 2 strikes.
That one
0-1.
just misses.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence.
3.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. All set for the start of the inning. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
Wilson Contreras.
And that one fouled off. High fly ball out towards left field. He's under it. Makes the catch, 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third, and he held up.
Two and 0.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that
Ball
location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
3-0 down. And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan
1 out,
Arenado.
runner at second. Now it's going to be Nolan Arenado. And that's
Ball.
way high. And that
Ball 1,
is
no
ball
strike.
1. Turned on, but foul wide of third. And that's in for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Slings it across, and they get Arenado for the out. There's Nolan Gorman. He's already homered in this game. Down and
Ball
away
1.
for ball 1. Squeezes it, and that's the third out. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes.
Andy Pajes.
Maton back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front
0-1's
that
the
time.
count.
Pitch
Ball
misses
left outside.
outside. And it's 1-1. And that's in the
2-1.
dirt. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Misses the ball, and it falls in. Pajes on his way to third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
And here comes Tommy Edman. That's
Ball
off the inside corner. Ball 1. Pajes at third with nobody out. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Pitch kicks away. Runner stays where he is, but the count moves to 2-0. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Pitch misses, and a full count now. No outs, runner over at third. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Hesung Kim.
Pitch pitching change here. JoJo Romero.
Well, this offense has great opportunity
Number
to add
59.
on right here with a runner at third,
Off the
less
plate,
than
ball
2
one.
outs. So they're asking him to come through in a big way out of the bullpen. He's got bases to work with, so he doesn't have to
no
challenge.
strikes.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Oh, and he hit
That
him.
hit him. First base.
Up next for the Dodgers.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's Mookie Betts. Fouled off left side. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it
Ball,
feels
that's it.
great when you hit a missile like that.
Ohtani in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
2-0.
Outside low, 2-0. In the dirt. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the bottom of the 6th. And they're all loaded up.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. John King on to pitch out of the pen here.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen.
1-0.
Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
That one to first. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. So bases loaded with 1 away. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Just missed. And now it's even up. The Dodgers threatening.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. So they're all loaded up. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
2-0.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Betts on third. Ohtani over at second. Freeman on at first with 2 down. Out front and foul to the left side.
Ball, that's outside.
Big, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
2 outs. This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. They must be going crazy in the dugout. It's 10-3.
So a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job of play.
Here's Muncy to hit. First
That's a
offering,
ball.
and it just misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
Muncy hits one in the air. Scott moving under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Inside,
Yeah,
ball
I
1.
love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas, just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the
Oh,
Bay
that's it.
Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
Misses
Inside,
inside.
ball 3.
3-1 now. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
he
in the
lived in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
The Dodgers up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. And it one-hops the wall. The throw in. Now around third, waving him home. Not in time. He makes it safely for an inside the park home run. Next to hit, Mason Wynn. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
Now batting, second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Brendan Donovan
Now
digs
pitching
in
for
now.
the Dodgers. Number 43, Anthony Banda.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Now one missed. Runner at second here, one gone. Takes the catch. Runner tags at second. In there safely.
Beat the throw.
Alec Burleson getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Gets him to chase after that one.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult.
0-1.
Especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Win on third with 2 out. Just missed. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. No advance. 3 balls and a strike. Two outs with a runner at third. Ground ball right side.
Foul.
And that's just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at Dodger Stadium, set for the last half of the 7th. And now the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-1's the count.
And that's off
That's
the
inside.
inside edge. And 1-1. In the air, right side. Burleson on his way over. Puts it away for the out. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
Pitch
Nope,
misses
that's
inside.
inside.
Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. And there are 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And next for LA, Ha-Seong Kim. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back. Just missed it. We go to the
Leading
8th.
off
Here's
for the Cardinals,
Contreras
first
now.
baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Bonda measures 6 feet 2 inches, 31 years old, and he was a 10th round pick. And meanwhile, this a fair ball down the left field line. Now he'll turn for second, in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
And out number 1 on the grab.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down. Here's the Cardinal DH, Nolan Gorman. He's already homered here in this one. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0-1.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Contreras headed home. Here's the throw to the plate. He's in there.
Well done. Drives in the run. Smash that one through the field for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top of the 8th. Breaking ball misses down and away. And there's
That's
a ball.
ball 3.
There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. Runner scores from second as they get one back.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Stepping in, Victor Scott, and misses inside. Runner at second, 2 down. That one pushed foul. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move.
Hey.
Caught up now trying to get to third.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's Mookie Betts now.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one's back.